Hi, welcome to Political Launchpoint. This episode's topic will be municipalities and its place in the Canadian governing system. Municipalities, or cities and towns, elect their own municipal governments, like a mayor or city councillors. These municipal governments are often referred to as a creature of the province, because municipalities are located below provincial jurisdiction in the Canadian Constitution. In other words, cities and towns get their money from the provincial government. The municipal government raises revenue primarily through residential and corporate property taxes. They are often responsible for services like garbage and recycling collection, sidewalk cleaning, and municipal transit. The municipal government also sets the rate of property taxes and business taxes. They also are the place that a business would go to get a license to operate or a permit to expand. The municipal government also runs festivals and events, which are often managed by the local community associations. The city works very closely with the public school system and the local police department to manage concerns of the city. So when you're thinking about getting involved in changing things that are local, the municipal government is where you want to be. So how does someone make it onto city council? Municipal elections usually happen every 4 years on a fixed date. Some municipalities elect a mayor and council, while others elect only councillors, and then those councillors vote amongst themselves to elect a warden and a deputy warden. Most provinces have a Municipal Government Act and legislation that regulates what municipalities can and cannot do. Municipalities that are cities and towns have elected candidates running in different districts, or here in Calgary, what we call wards. Unlike provinces, municipalities do not run elections on a party system. Each candidate runs independently on their own name, and the winners represent their districts in a municipal or regional council. To learn more about the party system, please watch our video on partisan versus nonpartisan politics. Now, this is where politics comes in and why you watch this show. In most major cities, immigrants and people of color are usually focused in certain wards. Looking at Calgary's demographic information, you can clearly see the number of non-Canadian citizens living in Calgary Northeast is double that of the rest of the city. This means that issues in these areas will be different from those from the rest of the city. One part of the city may have more immigrants and a population that isn't proportionally, let's say, getting into university, is more involved in crime, has more small businesses. Many different needs, different from these other parts of the cities whose main concern might be, let's say, access to downtown. Unfortunately, it is also those communities with larger diverse populations that have the lowest voter turnout. What does that mean? Issues that are important to our community or these diverse communities get pushed back. If you look at the main focus and the major developments here in Calgary, you'll find that we have this beautiful Village Square Leisure Center, built in 1981, wave pool and gym and the whole shebang, that hasn't been upgraded for years. But other than that, there has been very little investment in Northeast recreation. This happens while other communities are improving their parks, their roads, their transit, and have very active community associations with tons of family and youth activities. If you want to see very real, tangible changes to your local community, it is very important for you to get involved in politics at the municipal level. The way municipalities usually work is, once elected, individual councillors bring up resident concerns to the council or one of the subcommittees. Eventually, the committee and the council vote to accept the original recommendation, or they might make some changes to it, or they might just defeat it. The presence of municipal government is prominent and is of great importance to all municipalities within this country. Despite what they do, voter turnout is extremely low in most areas. In another video, we touch on the fact that provincial election voter turnout has suffered in numbers, particularly elections that transpired during 2020. Voter turnout actually worsens in municipal elections, where voter turnout is significantly lower than both the federal and the provincial. Compared to the provincial turnout, where historically low numbers within the last year are within like the 50-60 percentile, municipal turnouts are usually barely able in the 30% range. This is particularly important for us here in Alberta, as the Muslim community is geographically concentrated in specific communities. If we vote, we can ensure that the candidate asking for our support is going to follow up with the concerns facing our community. Take Nova Scotia, for example. In their most populated municipality, Halifax region, election coordinators were pleasantly surprised upon receiving 30% of voter turnout in the 2020 election, an increase from their 2016 election. In other areas of the country, like the municipality of Regina, numbers are even more dismal. Despite voting initiatives implemented by the city, their 2020 municipal election only received 21% voting participation by eligible voters. That was only a 1% increase from the 2016 election. These minuscule increases that are celebrated as successes from various cities show exactly how bad and how low voter turnout really is in this government sector. Though these low turnouts are to be expected, municipal advertising and promotional material is much less seen and much less frequent than what you would see in federal or provincial elections. Furthermore, the money that municipal candidates are allotted and really can spend on their campaigns is not even close to what can be spent in provincial and federal campaigns. It can also be difficult to decipher who you want to vote for. There's not as much information, it's a nonpartisan system, so really you're voting for the individual candidate, which means that the voter has to do more research, and a lot of people rather just don't vote. More so, the essential duties of municipal government really aren't well known to people. So people aren't really excited to go out and vote for a municipal government where they don't know what they're doing. Although this is unfortunate, as the municipal government achieves many of these tasks that are involved in our day-to-day local district in regards to safety, sanitary issues, and transit, the most important thing that you can do to help increase voter turnout and make things better for our city, follow up with your municipal election. When is it going to happen? Who are the people that you want to vote for? Who are the candidates running? What are the major issues? Educate other people in your community and vote on election day. Until the next municipal election, which here in Alberta is coming up October 18th, 2021, research details on municipal elections that you may not understand. You can find out what your municipal government has done for you and your district, who your district's elected members are, and who is running in the next campaign. Once again, thank you for making us your political launch point.